Hey yo, what's up everyone, this is me Alpha back with a brand new episode of Clash Royale. So in today's video guys, I'm going to share some tips on how can you win this 2v2 touchdown challenge. And if you guys do not know, this 2v2 touchdown challenge is going to be a draft challenge as it is already available in friendly battles. So first of all, let's talk about the rewards in this challenge. So in total, you are going to get around 29,000 gold and 140 cards. The gold and the cards from the giant chest are not counted in this calculation because the giant chest will depend upon the arena which you are in. So according to me, the rewards of this challenge are not that good and the re-entry of this challenge is going to be 10 gems. So get ready with your partner. And now let's move forward to the main part of this video, which is the tips and tricks on how to win this 2v2 touchdown challenge. So first of all, let me share some small little tips and strategies which you can use to win this 2v2 touchdown challenge. So the very first tip is you should let your teammate first choose the cards, and after he picks all of his 4 cards, and then you have to start picking your cards by synergizing his card. For example, if your teammate took a Inferno Tower and you have to select between a Golem and a Giant, I will suggest you to give a Giant to your opponent because the Inferno Tower is going to melt the Giant and then he will have a whole Golem push which he has to defend against. So the second tip which I will share with you guys is the placement of your card. So it is very important to know the range of your card because if you place a card and it simply walks away without defending your opponent's troop, then you are surely going to lose this challenge. So you guys should know the placements of your card and the range of your card. So these were some tips on how to win this 2v2 challenge. And now let's talk about what are the best cards to pick in this 2v2 touchdown challenge. So first of all, there are 3 type of cards in this game. The number one is the buildings, the second one is the spell cards, and the third one are the normal troops. So first of all, let's talk about what are the best buildings which you should pick in this challenge. So I have selected 5 buildings which you should surely pick in this touchdown challenge. The Expo and the Mortar are top in the list because of their hit speed and the splash damage. So I will suggest you to take a Mortar or a Expo over any building or over any troop. So now let's move forward to the next buildings which I am going to suggest you guys is the Goblin Heart, the Furnace and the Barbarian Heart. So all these 3 buildings spawns a wave of troops continuously after a period of time. So your opponent has to defend that wave of troop or else we will get a touchdown and he will lose. So I will suggest you to pick these 5 buildings over any other buildings. And now let's move forward to the second type, which are the spells. What spells you should pick in this challenge? So I will suggest you to pick crowd control spells like a rocket, fireball, poison or arrows. The rocket and the fireball are very useful if your opponent has a lot of troops coming into the same lane. The poison spell is mostly used offensively to kill all the defending troops that your opponent places, and the arrows are also very useful in this challenge because I have been seeing a lot of princess dart goblins, spear goblins, stab goblins. So you can clear all these troops with a single spell which is arrows. So now let's move forward to the third type, which are the troops. So these are the best card which you should pick in this touchdown mode. So now let me quickly go through each and every card. So the first one is the Mega Knight because of the spawn splash damage. The second one is the Lava Hound because most of the time your opponent will not have a air attacking troop to defend the Lava Hound. The third one is the Night Witch because of his high damage per second and also the bats that she spawns. The fourth one is the Princess because of a long range and the splash damage. The fifth one is the Lumberjack because of his fast hit speed and also the rage effect after he dies. The sixth one is the Battle Ram, and you all guys might have probably used the Battle Ram because of his charge, and the Battle Ram only goes for a building. If your opponent does not have a building, the Battle Ram will straight away go for a touchdown. The seventh one is the Balloon. So once again, most of the time your opponent will not have a air attacking troop, and if your opponent even has a building like a cannon or a tombstone, the balloon will only need one hit on that cannon to completely clear that cannon and go for a touchdown. The eighth one is the Elite Barbarian because of the speed and the high damage per second. The ninth one is the Golem. So according to me, the Golem is one of the best card to pick in this touchdown mode because whenever the Golem dies, it splits into Golemites and also does some area damage both on ground and air. there. So next up we have a normal witch. So according to me, this is the second best card after the golem because she does splash damage and also spawns skeletons. So for example, let's assume that if a musketeer is locked onto a witch, the witch will spawn some skeletons which will hit the musketeer and also which will do some splash damage on that musketeer, and in this way the musketeer will die and witch will continue his way towards the touchdown. And now let's move forward to the last and the final card, which is the dart goblin. The dart goblin is in this list because of his hit speed and the long range. So these were the best cards which you should pick in this touchdown mode. So this was it for today guys. If you enjoyed this video, do smash that like button. Let's aim for 1000 likes on this video, and from today guys I will be streaming every day at 9:30 PM Indian Standard Time. So this was it for today and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.